Alors, on va mettre tout ça en place, ça commence dans une minute. J'ai un peu le temps, ça va. On ferme ça, tac. J'espère que ça va être une vraie présentation. Et pas un truc fake, comme As. Je mets le chat, je suis à vous tout de suite. Alors, hop. Max Champion. Il est débile dans ce chat YouTube.
Frank Williams has created a team from nothing. Williams' place in the history books. That's guaranteed.
Salut à toi. Très.
Been there, done it,
Trrr.
won it. All of that is history, though. Now we've got a different story to tell. A story of raw talent, unfiltered ambition, and real racing.
Salut Mike.
This is our story. Only we can tell it. And the next chapter starts right here. The beginning of our next great adventure.
That looks insane. Super cool.
Logan Sargent. Non mais sans déconner.
Your time. Our greatest races.
Pourquoi ils l'ont gardé quoi?
History made. History in the making.
Salut technicien. Lui. Will Buxton. Tu attends avec impatience cette nouvelle saison? Alors, je t'avoue que j'attends plus impatiemment la 2025 que celle-là, pour le coup. Sérieux? Ouais, j'ai pas vu moi, donc... Putain, ça a fuité, quoi. Salut Simple.
We'll catch up with Williams Racing drivers Alex Albon and Logan Sargent. Check in with this year's Academy drivers who are all looking to follow in the footsteps of Williams legends of the past. Team principal James Vowles looks back over his
James Vowles. Bon là c'est une vraie présentation, c'est pas un truc de merde comme As. Ok.
Today is all about getting that first sight of the new look Williams 2024 livery. Williams has always been about
Ah bah oui.
racing and at the heart of that racing.
J'espère que ça sera plus serré en 2024 qu'en 2023, juste ça déjà.
We know why you're all here.
Mais on sait tout ce qui va gagner malheureusement.
Another second. It's time to take a first look at the 2024 Williams Racing livery.
Ça y est, il la présente ou pas là? Oui, je pense hein. Allez, go. De la lumière s'il vous plaît. Allumez la lumière. Logan Sargent, quel pilote. Quel charisme. Oh là, genre. Bon, il y a du bleu visiblement. Ah ouais, ok.
The FW46 livery sends the message of what Williams Racing is all about in 2024.
Bon, moi on n'attend pas diplôme, bah, directement on a la livrée. C'est cool.
But creating a new ultra-competitive future. The ever-evolving livery features a vibrant
Bah, c'est bleu quoi. Après, ouais,
to heritage
ça va.
navy blue.
Avec la pile du Racel en haut là, toujours.
Pinstripes around the nose, inspired by the historic Williams machines of the 1980s and 90s. No wonder that Komatsu are back as a partner.
Boring. Dans le chat, Williams, ils ont pas l'air très emballés. Hein.
They join MyProtein. Gulf Oil, Duracell,
Nice 2023 livré.
Kraken, Stevens, Puma, and Vast Data.
Hâte de voir la Sauber. Ça sera 20h la Sauber tout à l'heure.
Back to the top.
Pareil, hâte. Pour avoir une surprise. Bon là, sans surprise, hein, voilà.
Joined by
C'est pas non plus une révolution. C'est joli sans plus, quoi, en fait.
How about this new livery?
C'est la... En même temps, c'est la couleur de Williams, c'est un bleu maintenant, donc j'ai envie de vous dire, logique, quoi. Par contre, leurs combis, elles sont toutes blanches. Marrant. Alors Williams, ça va faire combien en 2024? Ça va se battre pour les points de temps en temps, peut-être, selon la course. Faudra voir. Peut-être. Hein.
We'll go with that.
Bon, après, c'est les interviews, voilà, quoi.
Alex, you had an outstanding year in 20.
Voilà pour la petite partie vidéo sur YouTube. Qu'en pensez-vous, du coup, dans les commentaires, dites-moi.
What are your reflections?
Moi, je la trouve sympa, mais sans plus, quoi.
Thank you, first of all. I would say more than anything, a little bit more confidence, a bit more experience. It always goes a long way, and more chemistry with the team. That first year is more about.
Ouais, ça manque de surprise. Enfin, c'est un truc conventionnel, on va dire. C'est le terme, hein, conventionnel, je crois. Vraiment le truc bateau, quoi. Pour mettre en valeur les sponsors et tout. Alors après, bon, on va pas critiquer qu'ils ont des sponsors pour une fois. Ça change. Ah oui, c'est sobre, conventionnel, sobre, c'est ça, ouais. Je crois qu'on peut dire ça.
Logan, Formula One
Bon, je reste en ligne tant que ça dure le live, là.
difficult for rookie drivers
Du coup.
to come in, but your progression was astounding. What did you learn through 2023, and how do you change your approach throughout the season and into this?
I think for me, just to have had a year under my belt now, all the things I've learned, made steps forward throughout the season, now have a reference for everywhere I'm going to go is such a huge advantage going into my second year. And I think, you know, Alex touched on this part.
C'est quoi le nom de la Williams, du coup?
Different to last year, and it's important to get on top of that as quickly as we can. But I think
Bah, je les vois se battre pour les points, quoi. Et encore, pas toutes les courses, quoi. Ça fera comme en 2023, je pense qu'ils seront bien sur les circuits à haute vitesse. Par contre, dans les circuits genre Monaco, les circuits sinueux, je pense que ça va être plus compliqué, quoi. À mon avis, ouais.
Of the 46 and is it
Par contre, genre Monza, les circuits Bakou, tu vois, il y a beaucoup de lignes droites, ça devrait aller. Après, faut pas viser plus que les points pour Williams, hein. Déjà, ça serait pas mal. Hein. Tu les vois au niveau d'Alpine. Ça voudrait dire que Alpine a fait de la merde. Ça serait triste pour l'équipe.
It was tricky actually last year because we were so focused on the championship to try and finish P7, so we couldn't let it go too much, you know, in terms of sim work, too much into this year because we still wanted that P7. So it was split, and of course, as the year went on, we started to
Ouais, j'ai vu, c'est bon.
almost
Je suis allé voir sur Google,
on the 46.
FW46.
But you know, we've got some great simulator drivers as well who are doing a lot of the.
Bon, peut-être dernière saison chez Williams pour Albon, hein.
We've been jumping in since Christmas.
S'il va chez Mercedes après, ou chez Red Bull, comme les rumeurs l'envoient. Je préférais qu'il vienne chez Mercedes plutôt, mais bon. Après, à lui de voir. Ouais, mais je doute qu'il fasse autant de progrès. Hein. Ouais, par contre, j'ai vu, il y a un sponsor, c'est Komatsu, comme le team manager de Haas. Non, mais c'est une blague ou quoi? Komatsu. Ça s'écrit peut-être pas pareil, mais c'est incroyable. Hein. Komatsu Europe, leader mondial dans la production d'équipements de construction. D'accord, et Haas, il s'appelle comment le mec? Mais c'est la même écriture en plus! Ayao Komatsu. Non mais... non mais je rêve pas, hein. On est d'accord, attendez. C'est une blague. Le mec, c'est trop fort ça quand même. L'ingénieur, enfin le team manager de Haas, le nouveau qui remplace Gunther, c'est le sponsor. Non mais c'est incroyable quoi. Ça, c'est pas lui le sponsor, mais c'est le même nom quoi. Je trouve ça trop drôle. C'est excellent. Excellentissime.
pressure on James.
Je suis sûr qu'il va y avoir des blagues là-dessus dans la cours de la saison.
Really taking control, and you can really see that. I think over the last 4 or 5 years, there's been an inherent way that the team and the car's been designed. And I think this year there's been quite a big divergence to that. I think that's why you're hearing us talk about the car being so different. We're taking more risk and we're trying to get
Komatsu.
away from our old ways, our old habits. So
C'est quand même insolite ça.
definitely the right thing we're
Ça aurait été marrant que le sponsor aille chez
doing.
As du coup.
If it's going to work out okay.
Yeah,
Ça aurait été encore
I
plus
think
drôle.
I think, as Alex said, he's definitely put stress on the system, and I think in the end of the day, that's how you grow as a whole and as a team. And personally speaking, he's been great to work with for the past year, and I really feel like I can.
Ouais, alors chef-d'œuvre, j'espère qu'on va pas être déçus quoi.
Get back to the phone.
Parce que quand je vois la livrée de la F1 Academy et de la combi du jeune pilote F2 là, Antonelli, j'ai quelques craintes sur la livrée moi. J'espère qu'on n'aura pas une mauvaise surprise. Ah bah non, hein, pas du vert, hein, franchement pas. Hein.
The main emotion I remember is one of pride. This is everything.
James Fools.
It's my passion, it's my life. This job represents me as an individual. I go to sleep thinking about it. I wake up thinking about it. I wake up in the middle of the night and make notes about it. I came from Mercedes, which has really everything you could possibly want, and then some, to Williams, which is driven by an amount of passion.
Qui ça, Mercedes?
Now when I speak about it, it's a racing organisation.
L'important c'est la livrée ou les perfs? Bah c'est les perfs oui, après... C'est les perfs mais bon, j'aimerais bien que la voiture soit jolie à regarder quand même. Du coup, quitte à choisir. J'en sais rien s'ils ont un nouveau sponsor, pour être honnête. En tout cas pour Williams, Komatsu c'est un nouveau sponsor. Hein. Ils prennent une place de fou quoi. Thierry James. Je vois dans le chat YouTube là. Let Hamilton passe. Et oui, un nouveau sponsor nommé Kik. Non, je rigole. Ils ont WhatsApp. Oh là là. WhatsApp. Pourquoi sponsoriser Mercedes WhatsApp quoi? Pourquoi être en F1 WhatsApp? Tout le monde connaît WhatsApp. What the fuck? Ah bah si c'est ça, il va y avoir du vert. Ouais. Arrête, devient partenaire de Mercedes. Ouais, t'as raison. Après, est-ce que... Ouais. Bah ça va être moche s'il y a du vert en vrai. Une Mercedes avec du vert, non. C'est pas ma tasse de thé. Hein. Le turquoise Petronas encore, moi je dis pas. Pourquoi pas, mais le vert, non. Déjà, je suis pas fan du vert de base, donc ça aide pas quoi. Si on a du vert dans la Mercedes, qu'on a du vert sur la Sauber, qu'on a du vert sur la Stone, ça va commencer à faire beaucoup là. Bah, même si c'est que la ligne verte là qu'on a vue sur la livrée de la F1 Academy, moi j'aime pas en fait. Ça passe pas pour moi. Après encore une fois, certains aiment le vert, d'autres non. Mais... On verra bien. Ça sert à rien de parlementer là. Mais ouais, ils ont pas mal de sponsors en vrai. Ça y est, ils ont remarqué dans le chat YouTube qu'il y avait Komatsu. Putain, ils ont mis le temps. Hein.
element.
Ils sont là à la détente hein, quand même.
Just really some top-class sponsors that are a part of our journey.
2023 was Williams Racing's best.
Alors je précise que c'est pas mon chat à moi, c'est le chat de Williams quoi.
Amazing result. How do you plan on carrying that momentum through into 2024?
Tough as it sounds, proud of what we've achieved, but seventh doesn't mean anything. We've done a good job. Not a great job, we've done a good job. Here's what excellence looks like, and here's the gap that we've got to fulfill between.
Au fait, ceux qui sont là dans le chat, vous pouvez choisir votre écurie hein, pour les pronostics.
We will get there, and we will get there.
Notamment Simple,
Passion, he's at the
tu as pas
highest
choisi.
I've ever seen. And that carries you through.
Je vais vous mettre le lien.
What are you most looking forward to then in 2024?
I mean, right now, I can't wait for the sound, the smell, the feeling of when you stand behind the car and you watch it drive out the garage the first time at Bahrain. The feeling is like none other. The significance of it is that you're taking about 12 months. worth
Ça
of-
marche.
That's what it is now.
À ce soir à 20h.
Start your design process and build your car. You're looking at
Moi je reste un peu tant que ça.
That's the hard work
c'est
of
en cours.
30,000 people being brought down to a few seconds. And that's what I'm looking forward to, being a part of that again.
Excellent stuff. The Williams Racing driver.
James pourrait ouvrir une chaîne ASMR, j'ai vu passer dans le chat.
The importance of the academy. And
Ils sont
what it
graves,
means
hein.
for the future of the sport.
It means a tremendous amount to me because myself, I was a graduate, whatever, 25, 30 years ago, came up through the ranks. And when I watch it, young drivers are no different to that. They're individuals who will give you everything that they can. And if they're good enough, you feel almost like a father in regards to that because you brought them up from 11 or 8 at the early age of things into Formula One. So it means a lot to me. Same for Williams. If you look at Williams and what we stand for creating an environment where we are bringing through new generations of individuals, be that into the engineering world or as a driver. And it's what I stand for, it's what our team stands for. What I really like is if you go up and down our ranks, all the way down into karting at the moment, we're starting to fill what I call the pyramid of motorsports, and we have really exciting talent all the way through. I'm excited by what the future brings.
James, thank you so much, and best of luck.
Thank you so much, James.
As mentioned, Williams has always given young drivers their big break in the sport. And this year, the Williams Academy is bigger and better than ever, supporting drivers from grassroots level all the way through the motorsport ladder. So let's find out what one of the Academy's youngest is up to this season.
My name is Alexander Bondarov. I'm from Ukraine. I'm racing and karting in the OK class. this
Oula,
year.
c'est qui lui?
I was a big fan of the movie Cars since I was 3. So yeah. I
Encore
think
des gens qui n'arriveront jamais en F1 quoi.
last year I was racing in karting also. but
C'est un russe ou quoi vu le nom là?
The year went great. I managed to win the European Championship with the team KR. This year I moved up to
L'Académie Williams.
the speed
Ah non, c'est un
behind
Ukrainien apparemment.
We got 2 wins so far. So I think we have a very strong season.
And I'm delighted to say that I have now been joined by Williams racing driver in the NXT.
Ah, après vous avez le temps de pronostiquer hein, de toute façon.
Did I get that all in? Am I right?
I think so.
Brilliant stuff.
Did
Jamie
well.
Chadwick. Jamie, we've just seen 14-year-old Alexander, who of course has been competing at international level in karts. We all
Moi je
know
pronostiquais vraiment qu'au dernier moment.
how
hein.
important it is to start your career in karts, but also the importance of having the allyship of a Formula One team. How critical is that?
Absolutely, and I mean, I think seeing Williams getting involved in the junior ranks and now karting is fantastic to see. When I joined the academy, it was only me, and it kind of evolved and grew into more. But now to see how many drivers we have in the
Mais tu dis que t'as mis Hamilton en pôle mais t'es pas inscrit en fait.
It's fundamental, and
Donc les gars il faut s'inscrire pour pronostiquer.
massively benefiting.
Donc ça va pas marcher en fait ton truc.
Academy is growing by the day, by the week.
Vous pouvez pas pronostiquer comme ça sans compte en fait, parce qu'il y a un classement qui se fait derrière. Il faut vous inscrire sur le site sinon sinon c'est pas possible quoi.
Another driver who'll be making her debut in the F1 Academy Series in 2024.
I'm Leah Block, and I'm a Williams Racing
Lydia Block, ah oui, c'est la fille de Ken ça.
Last year, I was racing in the US in Nitro Cross. I also raced karting. I did Pikes Peak. I did the Baja 1000. My highlight of last year was
Elle n'est là que grâce à son nom.
the championship in the US. It's something that I've been
Pistonné.
a couple years now, and to get that done and dusted.
Elle est bonne. Oh les gros beaufs dans le chat YouTube.
I've never raced this type of motorsport, so it's going to be really fun. It's going to be
Lia,
a
tu es
great
si
challenge,
belle.
but
J'ai vu passer.
Jamie, as an F1 Academy advisor, I feel like you're the perfect person to talk.
Bon, elle, on la connaît tous, Jamie Chadwick.
Job that really stands in front of her this season, the transition for her into single-seaters. What kind of a task lies in store for her?
I think the task is going to be a challenge, but I think what's great about Leah, she is young, she's very excited about the opportunity, and it's a huge opportunity that she has here with F1 Academy. So I'm really excited about it. I've worked with her a little bit so far. I've seen her in action in a rally car, and if that's anything to go by, I think she's going to be in a good place come the first race. My role is going to be particularly mentoring Leah. I feel like I've been through a little bit of what she's potentially going to go through this year, so I'm excited to sort of use a little bit of my experience to help her where I can, but also just enjoy watching what is going to be quite a revolutionary year for women in the sport.
Really hope it will be, absolutely. And of course, for the champions of F1 Academy, the hope to step up, to progress through the ladder and the natural next step would be Formula 3.
Ok, je te mettrai chez Alpine.
Will be representing Williams Racing in that championship in 2024.
My name's Luke Browning. I'm a Williams Racing Academy driver, and this year I'll be racing for Hi-Tech in Formula 2. During the winter break, we ventured down to Middlesex University and we got put through our paces. After the couple of days were over, I needed some good sleep. I think I slept about 10 or 11 hours after that. My body was crying, but I feel really well prepared now. Being a member of the Williams Academy is the most special thing about my career. Having the opportunity to shoot for the stars, having the faith of both Jameses behind me. Everyone in Williams now has a vision and sees where it's going, and I want to be a part of that.
Jamie, F3 as a preparatory series is critical for a driver's development and hopes of making it to Formula 1. What are the unique challenges of that championship?
I think the tough thing about F3 is you almost need to be the finished product by the time you get there almost. There's not much room for development. You're going in at a really high level. You're racing on the F1 circus. You've got to prove yourself. You've got sort of a very short window to prove it. So looking at a lot of these drivers, they've got to come in and be on the money straight away almost.
And what do you think Luke's aims for 2024 will be? Is it a year of learning? Is it gunning for the title?
I think it has to be gunning for the title. I mean, he finished off the year last year winning Macau, which is something, as a driver, I think everyone can dream of, and I take my hat off to him. It's an unbelievable achievement. But with that, I think, comes the pressure of putting your name at the top of the list to try and win the title. So I wish him the best of luck in that.
Absolutely. We all agree with that. F1, of course, is the ultimate goal of any racing driver, and the Williams Racing Driver Academy has two drivers tantalizingly close to the pinnacle of the sport. They will both be racing this year in the Formula 2 Championship.
I'm Zach O'Sullivan from the UK.
Allez, Formule 2 maintenant.
I'll be racing with ARTGP in Formula 2. Last year I was racing in Formula 3. I finished second in the championship, so quite a successful season. Highlight from me last year.
Au moins, ils font pas semblant dans la présentation.
In Abu Dhabi with Williams, and the kind of opportunity you get to drive a modern F1 car is so special. So yeah, of course, thank you for Williams for that opportunity. This year I'm stepping up to F2, obviously a rookie year for me, a new car also for everyone in the championship. Not too sure what to expect, but I'm looking forward to it.
I'm Franco Colapinto from Argentina, racing in
Colapinto.
Formula 2. Last year I raced in Formula 3. It was a tough year at times, but I think we closed the year very well. The main highlight of last year was, of course, the testing the Formula 1 car. It's been such a long time since an Argentinian drove a Formula 1 car, 20 years or more than 20 years. For me to be the first one again, it was, I think, a very historic moment, not only for myself, but for the country as well.
Zach and Franco have joined Jamie and myself here in the studio. Guys, great to see you. I would ask you about the season ahead of you and the new car, but I know you've only run a couple of laps in a shakedown. So instead, I want to talk about F1, because you both got to run laps in an F1 car last year. How was that for both of you?
It was absolutely insane. Since I was 9 years old when I started racing go-karts, my dream was one day to be able to drive a Formula 1 car. And to have achieved it already in my first year with Williams, we just started this journey. And to see that, your dreams are becoming true, it motivates you a lot to continue pushing, to continue improving, and it's an absolute pleasure to be part of the team.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah, not too dissimilar for me, really. I think rolling out of the garage, especially for me in FP1, was a dream come true.
Ouais, ils vont tous copier Red Bull, de toute façon, c'était prévu.
The track with 19 other cars was super cool, but it's
C'est logique.
I'll never forget, and one I really, really enjoyed.
And so for all three of you, in conclusion, how would you say this team has helped to supercharge your careers?
I usually I joined the team back in 2019 and I definitely wouldn't be sat here or even in this position without them. So very lucky to be a part of the team, very lucky to stay part of the team, and yeah, exciting to see, you know, how it's evolved and what it's going to become.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't be in this seat.
Après, est-ce que ça veut dire pour autant qu'ils vont se rapprocher de Red Bull en les copiant? C'est pas dit, hein, en vrai. Ouais, voilà, c'est ça. Il n'y a pas que ça, quoi. Il y a toute une philosophie derrière à respecter aussi. Hein.
Being with such a historic British team is a big pleasure, going into my third year now with Williams. As Franco said, I think being involved with an F1 team, being integrated from quite a young age gives you a goal, something to work to. And I think also from my side, you learn a massive amount working with F1 level people from quite early on.
Lovely stuff. Boys, best of luck this year in the very new look F2 cars, and Jamie, to you in Indy NXT, our best wishes go with you across the seas to America. And that, folks, pretty much brings us to the end of proceedings for our launch.
Je crois que c'est fini.
Williams, the iconic Williams team, is ready to take it to the next level in 2024. But this is just the start of the journey.
Une écurie qui innovera. Bah, mais le risque d'innover, c'est de se planter en fait. Regarde ce qu'a fait Mercedes. Je pense qu'au final, ils vont tous faire un truc à la Red Bull et puis ils vont pas se prendre la tête jusqu'à la fin de cette réglementation en fait. Bon, c'est fini. Voilà. Bah écoutez, ça va, ça peut durer trop longtemps. Au moins, c'était plus long que la As. C'était un truc sérieux. Présentation honnête et tout. Interview et tout, c'est bien. Voilà. Bon, allez. Bah du coup, on va se retrouver à 20h tout à l'heure pour le live de la Steak F1 Team. Avec cette fameuse Sauber Kick. C'était plus sérieux que la Sauber, oui, c'est sûr. Allez, je laisse défiler ce petit outro. History in the Baking. Ils me font rire. Hein. C'est pas avec Logan Sargent qu'ils vont créer l'histoire. Hein. Enfin bon, c'est genre slogan quoi. Allez, à ce soir à 20h. Ciao.